What's up, everybody? It's Recoil Subject 31, and this week we are joined by Mr. Cod Dubz, episode 63 of Mech-Hop Mondays.
Mech-Hop Mondays.
Know what time?
What is up, my guys?
So, Cod, for those who may not know you or people that you just kind of want to get your point across to, you want to tell them like what you've been up to, what kind of shit you're dropping lately.
Well, me and Scott just dropped that VIP of Big Mac.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually really glad we finally put that out because that shit's been done for like 8 months now. But like, it's always been like a fucking slapper every time that I've played it. Like everyone's always been asking about it. And then a couple weeks ago, I hit up Scott and I was like, dude, let's just put this shit out for free download this week.
Yeah, and it was one of those situations too, because like we put it out on my Disciple roundtable. We needed to make sure that was all cleared before we could give people their order.
Cool. Yeah. I'm really happy. I was worried that they might have said no, but they said it was cool, so I'm really glad that we got to put that shit out.
Yeah, I'm low-key mad neither of you sent it to me before it was out.
Yeah, like,
Scott,
yeah.
That's my fault. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I also like kept sending people like tune playlists, and like I don't know, collabs are like messy situations in the way like I don't know who I can send it to half the time. Obviously, Colin, I can send anything.
Yeah, you can send it.
But like with playlists, it's like I don't know, like they get passed around. I don't know. You gotta be careful. Yeah.
You're right. So I this weekend just got back from Denver. I'm like,
how was that?
Like,
dude, I was actually supposed to be there with you, I think.
What?
Yeah, yesterday. But some shit happened. Like I had like, getting something. I had to move the date and move the offer or something. But I was supposed to be there with you, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. But how was that?
It was awesome, man. I love going out there. That was for Amplitude Denver, which is it's a really good company out there run by a good friend of mine, Dom.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, he's the absolute man. I was the first show that he ever threw, like a couple years ago. So like the first one he actually threw, which is crazy.
Wow.
Like it was really cool to come back and play for him, get to hang out and everything. Had like a really good crew out there. I actually met up with Detrace while I was out there, and that was.
I saw that. That's sweet. Yeah.
We hit a little back to back at the end of my set, and then the next day, Uber happened to be in town, and he was playing Red Rocks, so we ended up going up to Red Rocks before I had a red-eye flight back home. So
I've never been to Red Rocks, but I really want to go there.
Yeah. That was the first time I've ever been to Red Rocks, and it was.
So you caught the?
Insane.
Did you get to catch like Max's set and
yes,
like Michael's? Yeah, cool. That's sweet.
Yeah, I actually got a video of him playing you and his collab there. I haven't sent it to you yet.
Thanks.
Yeah. As soon as I heard it coming in, I was like, my boy.
Oh yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, but it was awesome, and then
I
got to see Optic there for the first time ever, which was
first time.
amazing.
Wow.
Or no, we've only been on the same bill once, and I can't remember exactly. I think it was in France, and it was like literally 5+ years ago. Like we haven't seen each other since then. I haven't seen him even like around my area or anything. I haven't seen him play live, so like it was really cool to see him play live. He killed it, and then I saw Sudden Death got there for like the last 15 minutes of the set, so it was supposed to be a full back-to-back between the two of them, Optic and Sudden Death, I'm pretty sure, but his like travel got all kinds of messed up, so he ended up getting there super late. And,
that actually same shit happened to me the last time I was in Denver, or that was the only show that I ever missed was when I was flying to Denver last year, and it was at the Ogden Theater. It was me, Bear Grylls, it was me, Back to Back Bomber, Bear Grylls, Downlink, and Uber was on it too. And Dude, I had a flight at like 4 p.m. and like the flight just kept getting delayed.
Yeah.
To the point where it was like too late. So like ever since like that happened, I'm like, no, not to take like least. Like I only take like fucking 8 a.m. flights now because like, I'm like, too happen.
Yeah, and
I
it's
was
different for you guys too, East Coast, right? So
Yeah, so
yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, man. I only saw Red Rocks. Like I never went and actually like got to see a show there. Like we went. Like my best friend Ryan, like from Edmonton, came for my show in Denver last year. So we made like a mini vacation kind of out of it because it was also like St. Patrick's Day, so we got to see like the St. Patrick's Day like parade, and we were both 21 at that point, so we could have like beer like on St. Patrick's Day, which is rare for me because it was the first year that I could actually drink in the States.
Right.
So, but no, that was really cool, man. I have to go see a show there. That sounds like an amazing lineup.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then there was Shaq too. But I so like
I heard about that.
Yeah, we ended up getting there probably around like 4:30. Got up to the venue around like 5:30. You know, we were just kind of hanging out and like getting everything sorted in the beginning, and then Uber showed up. I think he was playing at 5:30, so we went in and kind of saw that happen, and then walked like all the way up to the top of Red Rocks where you can like see downtown Denver and everything. It's so
pretty,
dude. It's so nice.
The coolest
view, the city in front of you, it was crazy.
Dude, the coolest. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of cool things you see when you're there, but how there's the mountains are like slanted. You know? They're like decline.
Yeah.
And then what I thought was really interesting was the promoter said, like, see the skyline, and he like pointed. Well, specifically Cameron Love. Shout out to those guys. They were really nice.
That's the boy. Yeah, I love that guy.
Ultraviolet. Those guys are fantastic too. But he pointed and he was like, see that part of the city? That 1/3 is new in the last 10 or like not even 10 years, 4 years. Like since like weed has been legalized, it's helped their infrastructure so much that like roads too and everything. But yeah, that was just a really cool revelation.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy, man. It's so
and they say weed makes you lazy. You build cities and shit.
Yeah. False advertisement.
Yeah.
So yeah, how long did the VIP? Well, how long did it take you guys to make the original Big Mac?
Like a weekend. Yeah, like
a night.
Like because Scott was in New York. I think it was like I forget what you were doing. What were you doing in New York? I think like did you come back holiday or like did you just have like was that? I don't know.
That was a really messy situation actually. Like it was
the Philadelphia show, right?
Yeah. So basically, I originally had a New York show, and it got canceled. It was supposed to be a Savage Society.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then that show got canceled, but my friend Veronica, who was actually managing me at the time, was doing Dion Timmers and Mox's artist relations. So I had all access to the Philly show. So I went there, and they had me playing an after party there. And like the deal was like they just paid for my flights or whatever. And they screwed up my flights, so I ended up staying in New York with Matt for an entire week until my Denver show, coincidentally. So that all happened.
Playing Detroit Become Human.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
I remember you guys telling me about that.
Yeah, and then I think like that week we kind of just like that was our first collab, so we kind of just no, that was the second one I think. Actually, I think we did the Garfield one before.
Yeah, we did the like Garfield one. But we made that in one night because we wanted like a playable because we both had shows coming up the next weekend. Yeah, and we like literally made that in pretty much.
We got a bottle of vodka. Yeah, and we sat in my studio and just like drank and just like banged out the track. Yeah.
We went
Yeah.
to like a sketchy Brooklyn liquor store where there's
Yeah,
glass,
just that.
bulletproof glass.
Yeah. It pretty much wrote itself. Yeah, we did it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an interesting revelation because like at the time I still worked at a liquor store and like people could freely walk around and people would like steal shit from my work, but that one was like dead bulletproof
Yeah, it was like
glass.
glass, like in front of like the thing, and, like somebody's like open. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But like
Yeah.
we did that. Yeah, that was like, and then like I started the VIP like I probably had to play with that like for like fucking like September, I think, like a while. I think I started and like I was sending Scott clips like last summer, like early, like in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing was in college just to make things a little better, but I didn't have the VIP for a couple months anyways, like the version he started playing.
Yeah, I got
It was his ammo.
Yeah. I sent it to a couple people, but like, but it was going off live, and like everyone was always asking about it.
Yeah, it's a banger, man. It definitely has that like club vibe, you know, that nice club rhythm type.
When like Midnight Tea was over a couple days ago or a couple months ago, and like I was showing him it, and I think he described it as like a very happy song or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, like,
that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, very happy, angry.
It's a very happy song.
Makes you just want to eat a Big Mac.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I woke up this morning, went to McDonald's. It was like mandatory. I had to go like on the McDonald's pick anyway. Just like wake up and just go get a Big Mac anyway.
I can say this, and this is going to be subject
to
everyone exposed, but this is probably. I don't think I've ordered a Big Mac before in my entire life.
You fake man.
Hey, I'm giving them free advertisement, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But we actually found that sample because you remember somebody I found like the clip on Twitter of like his Vine video, and like it was like when he said like what the fuck, it was like it got like really loud and distorted, and like, dude, let's just sample that and just put that in the fucking song.
Dude, Colin, he was watching this video, like he was laughing every single time we played it too. It was you like watched it about 100 times.
It was an example, but it was like when he said like "what the fuck," the video like zoomed in on his face and like it got like really distorted and like
like some YouTube.
It was like a meme video.
Yeah,
it was hysterical. Yeah, I was like, dude, we just put that in the song.
That's so good.
See, I thought it was funny, but like Matt was crying from laughing every single time he was watching it. I'm like, fine, you know, it'd be funnier is fucking, which is a word. We add it to the song.
No, all the collabs that we made, we kind of just find something funny. Like same with Gazorp Field, dude. Like that shit was hysterical.
Yeah.
Like you're like, dude, we need to put that on fucking song.
We still need to put that out. I think Gazorp Field would be. I don't know. We could do.
Dude, that's been done for like a minute. That's been done for almost like over a year now.
Do you think there would be copyright on that? Because that's why I'm like trying to come up with a new name. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know, but we can bring that soon.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah. Have you heard that one, Colin? It's
no, I don't.
It's me, Scott, and Ranga.
Oh wait, you did just send that in the playlist, didn't you, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did hear that one.
Yeah.
Some
Radius's new mix sounds great.
What?
but I made some notes that I'm sending to you today.
Yeah. I definitely gotta like you were saying, it's about kind of like bridging it a little smoother and everything, getting that build up more on point, because like the drop is like pretty much there at this point, you know. I think it could use some shit to fill it out and everything too.
What's up, Matt?
It's a new recall track.
It's our collab that we've been working on for a while. But I'm glad like the version now is definitely the happiest I've been.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm starting to like really understand how I want to like engineer things lately, so it's been nice. Like I've been going back through on all my unreleased shit and like trying to clean it all up and everything, because when it does get released, I want it all to be on like another level, right? So
I realized the other day you still haven't put out. Well, I mean, I did realize this, but like, you need to put out Supernova at some point. 'Cause that's like
yeah, I know. I've had that on the back burner for like a year, dude.
such a good song.
Crazy. Some melodic shit. I kind of want to see if I can clean that up too, because I remember that being pretty dynamically flat. Like it was pretty loud, but like I feel like I can preserve the dynamics a little bit. And
You gotta send me some new music, man. Send me some new Rico's.
yeah, and I totally will.
I'm like collecting tunes for a new mix that like I'm gonna put out like next month probably. So,
Yes,
so,
I would be honored to be in that shit for real. I love your mixes. I love the way you.
I haven't put out a mix in like 2 or 3 years, so
Yeah,
that's on the horizon for me. Yeah. My idea for the name of it is "Fuck When the Jewel Gets Hard." Hey. But I'm doing 31 flavors of dubstep.
Oh my god,
Nice.
amazing.
Raskin Bobbin.
Yeah, has to be done.
So, just to kind of like keep things rolling on the like the actual questions here. What's your no, not at all. I enjoy going off on tangents here and there, but I'm curious also as to like what your next show is, like traveling.
So I got a bunch of things lined up in July. I just came back. Actually, I just came back. So this on Friday, they just had the first East Coast Wobble Land. It was a 2-day show in Philadelphia. I don't remember who played. Saturday was like Zed's Dead. I can't remember who else, honestly. But Friday, the day that I played, it was me, Graham Greene, Small Planet, Zomboy, Lucid, and a couple other people I can't remember. But it was fucking sick, dude. It was really cool. They're like the first East Coast Wobble, and like they fucking like smashed it, dude. Like
Where was it at?
It was in Philadelphia.
Like, yeah, I saw that, but like, what was the venue like?
Yeah, it was sick, dude. Like, it was a really sick venue. Like, their production was like insane. It had really yeah, that was dope. The next shows I got coming up, I got Kansas City, I think next week or in 2 weeks, and then in July I got a bunch of stuff. I got Valhalla, Valhalla pre-party, North Carolina. There's another festival I'm doing in Chicago called Electric Island with Murda. Yeah, a bunch of things. And like now, yeah, and like, but like now I like actually like have like I just also got back from like Australia and like I was gone for a little while, and but now I have a little time off. So like now I'm like finishing like a bunch of music and shit.
You're in Ableton, right, Kyle?
Yeah. I'm actually on Ableton 9, but I'm about to update to 10. I think because their new update looks so fire.
Yeah, dude, it's been fire, honestly. Like groups and shit. And like,
yeah. No, like I like didn't really like the workflow of it, honestly, but like now like there's a bunch of things that like their new update looks like it looks like I'll just have to deal with like the shit that I didn't like because like their new updates like look fucking fire.
I think once you get in there and like really get dirty with it for like a couple months, you're gonna like the way it works. Because I went from 9 also. Like I purchased 9 when they had the deal for the free upgrade to 10.
Yeah.
And it was on sale too. So like I just did that. I was like, all right, I'm definitely
$100 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it looks really dope.
Yeah, it's really, really smooth right now. And like they just added like sidechain to detection for third-party plugins. Like
and like
fucking finally, dude.
I do like a lot of like rewiring shit too, and like if I like have to like freeze my frozen tracks, and like when I have like a frozen track, I like can't sidechain it. But it fucking the new update says you could do that, which looks fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do it.
You rewire from Reason?
Sometimes, yeah. Some tracks like I'll like use like an external instrument. Like, when I do them, when I like have to like, it's kind of annoying, dude. Like I have to like unless maybe there's a better way to do it, but the way that I do it is like I use like an external and like a MIDI, and then like that's like one sound. Then like if I want to work on another sound and reason, then I have to like freeze that and then like use another external. And like if I freeze it, it won't freeze like with the side chain. But now in the new update, I don't have that fucking problem. It looks like.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could use Reason, man. like grain
I don't honestly write. I don't know how to write it for shit, but like it's so like it's too like I can't like the writing and it's really like I don't really understand it. But I do the sound design, man.
Yeah.
Like I did this.
I've played with it like a few times, and I can only get so far with the sound design. I don't really like understand it that well.
I did a remix for Minesweeper last month, and that was like the whole sound design was just done in Subtractor, and then I was routing it into Ableton. So, but it was kind of annoying. I had to like all the different sounds. Like I couldn't like sidechain. Like I'd have to like freeze and flatten everything, and then like sidechain everything.
Yeah.
But now I could just like.
I really like that remix, by the way.
Man, yeah. I like that. I was in Australia when they reached out and they asked me to do that, and I had like a week off in Brisbane, and like I had nothing except like Apple headphones, and I was like, yeah, I'll fucking try to bang it out. So I got the idea down, and then I went to Newcastle and I linked up with Shivs and Getrix, and I got someone to mix it down at their house.
Nice.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, well, working with Matt was pretty funny because I had like I'm starting to understand Ableton a little bit, but I had zero grasp at the time.
And I'll just like know how to do it.
I'd be like, I know what I need. Like this is what is automated. Please do this.
Yeah. So like whatever like he would ask, like I would know how to do, but like he wouldn't know how to like do it.
Yeah.
But we made it work.
Like that. It's like that when you're not in your DAW, you know.
I don't know shit
I remember trying to collab with Mantis when I was over their place like years ago when I was still on Logic 9 and like trying to work in Ableton with them. I was like, all right, one of you guys is gonna have to like steer the ship. I'm gonna give me a like open up massive. I'll make sounds. I'll help you with the patterns, but like somebody else is steering this shit.
You know, like you work with like 3 dogs though, don't you? Like you're on like Logic too, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
when I first met you, you were on Logic.
Yeah. I was on Logic for the first like 7.5 years of my career, and then like 3 years ago, probably like 4 years ago now, I switched to Ableton 9, and then like I got Ableton 10 like as soon as it came out. Yeah. Like 2 years ago, I started pretty much being exclusively in Ableton. Like I haven't really touched Logic in the past couple of years for the most part. Really? Yeah.
Like Ableton a lot better.
I do, man. Like in terms of creative workflow, like when I want to get in and get an idea down, it feels so much easier to me now. Like in Ableton, there's still like a decent amount of things that I miss with Logic, and I do still like. I had an engineering project for a client of mine recently who was in Logic. He sent me the Logic project file so I could do a mix and master on it, and I was like, I still feel more comfortable mix and master engineering in Logic for whatever reason. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like I can just whip through it in Logic, and in Ableton it's like I have to kind of like, I don't know, toy with it a lot more. I feel like I don't know if it comes down to the sound engine or like the actual plugins and everything, like the standard plugins with Ableton or what. But
man, on that note, like just comparing DAWs, my friend, you know the Humble Bundles or whatever, he got like all these like really weird like I've never heard of these like music studio things. Like I'll have to get the names and show you. I'm considering just streaming myself attempting to make a song out of these like $5 music. Like it is so peculiar. I was like, fuck, I wonder if you can actually make a dubstep tune in it, because obviously it wouldn't allow you to like, I don't know, I'll try.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Watch me make my masterpiece in that DAW.
Like a song. Like a song
I'm gonna win a Grammy using that.
There you go. Word. Let's
Shoot high, dude.
if
Shoot
you
for the
guys are
stars.
down, maybe we could take some viewer submissions right now because I think we have a couple lingering in the group right now.
I can't like see the chat. Like, is that on Google? Oh, that's on YouTube. Huh?
If you if you take the YouTube link and put it in your browser, and then on the chat bar there are 3 vertical dots like that, and you can just hit pop out chat and close the the YouTube stream, so you can just have the feed of the comments and everything.
Yeah.
It's a power move. What's up, Aaron Booth? Thanks for. I hope I'm saying your last name right, but thanks for stopping by the stream. We got Foxchild, Coptic, Declan, Lich, all our boys. What's up,
boys?
Yeah. So let's get this show on the road, boy.
Viewer submissions, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Who did that voice, that sample? They just played?
I did that.
That's sick. Yeah. Sick.
In the group here. And our first submission is from Aaron Boop. Again, if I'm saying that correctly. Canna Riptide, version 2. Let's check it out. Very cool. I love the sound design.
I like those songs that like have those breaks and like have those really cool flows to it.
Yeah, really nice flow, great sound design. One thing I would suggest, and this is pretty much the only thing I could suggest, is maybe a little more like hi-hat or cymbal action in the drop. I think it could like help carry the flow a little more, but that's really sick.
That reminds me of older Symbiotic and some of your older stuff too. Just like the like package stuff. Reminds me of the remix of Hostile Enforcement by Symbiotic getting sent.
Yeah, the super growly shit.
Yeah, I like it, but new sound design, it's tight.
I like it.
Yeah, I would say maybe one more thing I could say is like the build up, just making it a little more suspenseful. Like I think you can build the suspense by like really dropping out some of the melodic elements as it's building up. He said, fun fact, all the sounds are literally just serum patches, 0 post-processing. And honestly, synths are so powerful these days, you know, like you really don't need much at the end unless it's like a creative choice to do things in post for like reasons like being able to do parallel processing and like the advantages of that when it comes to certain sounds, you know. But all in all, like you really don't need much, you know. You can, as long as you know your synth, you can make 6 sounds. Like I still do definitely the majority of the sound design within the synth, and then afterwards I'll add like compression or something like that, or like a saturator. Really sick though. That was a great way to kick off the
Yeah,
recommendations.
that was a good one.
Yeah. So let's see who the next one is. We have our boy Coptic,
Optic,
who came up on the stream.
my guy.
Yeah, he sent some shit in like on the. I forget what episode it was. It must have been a few episodes ago though, and I was like, "Geez!" Like he had his sound design down, and then I straight up like the track that he sent in. Like I had him send it to me, and I put it in my last mix. Like it's so awesome discovering new artists like that.
Oh yeah.
I have some demos too.
Cool. All right, so next up is Coptic, and it's a working title, I'm guessing, Rhythm Ting Clip. But let's check it out.
Oh my god, it's Coptic.
Yeah, super cool again so far. Again, great sound design. Like I do think you have like your own sound going on already, which is super sick. So we're excited to hear that one when it's like finished up. But as of right now, it sounded really good. I definitely want to hear more of that.
Yeah.
What I'd suggest for the B section, like when you go without those like silent breaks, maybe do like I would like high pass filter and also verb it like when you had no drums under it, like where you had the delayed drop on the B section. Just to add some form of transition to it. That or add like a white noise, or do all three of those at the same time.
Yeah. Again,
I mean,
just talking about like building suspense and intensity.
Particularly in the B section. I also really like those style tunes when people add like some weird kind of ambient background noises. So maybe toy around with some splice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like even our track plug right now, but Big Mac VIP, like we did some video game kind of samples.
Yeah.
Running noises. In the like second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a suggestion. I think it's fun to do stuff like that. I have like an anime fucking sound pack that I use a lot, like which are just like those like really wacky anime sounds when people have emotions in anime. Like, you know, like when they're all embarrassed, there's like a water drop. Yeah, I use that a lot for like those style tunes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, very good. I like the sound design. Just some suggestions. Yeah, and the sub was really cool. That was actually my favorite part.
Yeah, a little 808 boom.
I like the story or anything. Yeah, I can't really hear it on my laptop speakers, but it sounds. I like kind of like with distortion.
Yeah. Very cool. We have another submission from Foxchild Music. This is Hunter Warrior. Let's get to it.
You know what I want before I do. Seems to me you're beginning to feel quite comfortable in your new bunk.
Yes, I am. It feels great being able to move around.
Look at what a those cyborgs done. Help me, doctor, or I won't fight in the arena again.
It's a while since you were a champion anyway. I don't want to get involved with a brain junkie who's just had a price put on his head by the factory.
Been officially registered by the factory as a hunter warrior.
Very cool. Again, I think it's a little bit slammed. I think you're making things a little bit like louder and pushing them a little harder than they really need to be, because when you're just trying strictly for loudness, you're gonna lose like low end emphasis. You're gonna lose low mid and like potentially mud up the mix and everything, and that's why it feels like you have some like side chaining going on really heavy, just so it doesn't like wash out with how hard you're pushing the master. So I would just suggest like backing that off a little bit, and then also there's like a clear loudness thing between like intro to drop. I think your drop is like less loud than your intro, which is kind of counterproductive in terms of the grand scheme of things. So I would suggest kind of like re-engineering and just making sure that the intro is a little softer, just because in context, if the drop is louder, it's going to have more impact, like without a doubt. Like it doesn't even matter how it's engineered besides that, it's going to automatically by default sound more intense if it's louder. So there's a couple things to think about there, but the idea is great. I think you got great samples there, and the track is cohesive, you know, like it definitely makes sense, and the sounds sound good and everything. Again, the sounds will benefit also from going a little less hard on the master, just because you're going to have you're going to feel more of that movement in the basses, as opposed to having them just kind of like suggesting tones and everything and suggesting movement. You're going to have that actual movement, which is going to make it sound really natural and actually hit, you know. But great work overall. I really like the track. I'm definitely excited to hear how it comes out.
Some ghost sounding sound design to me. I don't know. Like, that's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I like.
What'd you say there, Matt?
I like submit my own tracks for this. I like submit.
Oh yeah, of course.
I put some in the group chat. Yeah. I have a new collab, Bro Lab with 3D Snatcher.
Let's see that one. Dirty Snatch on Subject 31, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
I already love that intro.
Pull up at the spot, pull up at the spot. You know I'm steady blazing. Blazing. Pull You know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot, pull up at the spot. You know I'm steady blazing.
All right, you already know I'm a huge fan of your work, Scott.
Thanks, dude.
So fuck. That is awesome, though. I love it. I love that it's like a little bit more of that minimalist style, but it's still like heavy enough to rock at a show. Like it's so.
Yeah, he honest. Thanks, guys. He honestly really fucking helped me put that track together because I mean the general idea it reminds me of when I worked with Stabby. I tried to make like a Bro Seppi tune. And I was like, okay, fuck, like help.
Yeah.
And like this is similar. Like he added in those like really hard like long synths during the drop, and then like the Vox and stuff. So now it's like far more playable than it was when I had the original idea. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah,
that is awesome. I really dig it.
his EP will be out on the 14th with that. So
Nice. 14th of this month, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Definitely keep an eye out for that. For those who don't know, also, just in case, you can either send us stuff in the chat here, or if you go to www.facebook.com/groups/Mech-Hop Militia, you can submit anything in there. You can do it on the pinned post that we have in that group, or even just make your own post. However you guys feel comfortable sending us stuff, we'll definitely check it out. So the next one is from the boy, Dubz.
All right, this one's like super rough. I haven't showed anybody it yet. I made it like, I made it the other night. It's not really mixed down or anything, but the idea is kind of there, and it's like kind of different and heavier than like my other shit.
Awesome.
It's super rough.
This is Uncle Taco V1.
Uncle Taco.
He's got the best taco truck in the city. People are addicted to his tacos. Word? Damn, I bet that guy makes hella stacks. Light bulb, I figured it out. If we had a food truck, we could make so much money. We can make that food truck money. We can make food truck money. Too bad we have a boot on our van.
Brothers, just because you can't drive your van doesn't mean you can't slang burgers out the back.
Oh, that's right. Gerard, you have the best idea.
I heard you recently opened up shop on my corner.
Oh, snap, that's your corner? I had no idea it was this corner. You should put your name in the corner.
Look, I like you, brothers, but there's just one problem.
What?
You opened up a food truck without clearing it with Uncle Taco first.
Hey, why that?
Pickle, onion, tomato, relish, whatever have you, get so I must eat.
Super dope.
Yeah,
It's a fucking banger.
it's rough. Yeah, good start.
Yeah, I love it though. You know, fellow producers can see through the skeleton. You know, see where it's going and everything. That's gonna be awesome.
That's funny as hell.
The samples.
Yeah, I love the samples, dude. That's from that show about those two twin brothers, isn't it? Yeah.
Lucas Bros. Yeah.
Yes.
Lucas Bros moving. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good show. I'll hop on the train and throw in a whippy I got going on.
Yes, please.
This one's called All I Got.
Intro so sick.
Popping out like Jack in the Box. Two-door coupe, hopping out like Jack in the Box. I'm gonna shoot if this 30's all that I got.
That's kind of
That's
sick.
far, but
I love how that intro has like your
Yeah, intro's hard.
and
Thank you.
Scada type. It reminds you of Scada with Skrillex and Fair Noise back in the day. How it's
yeah,
the synths in the intro and it scared the shit out of you. Yeah,
yeah.
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 Drop has a really sick flow too. So
Thank
it's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, that's hard, dude. That's sick one.
Thank you. I'm trying to solidify the mix down on that one still, and like, I think I'm gonna add some like sweeps like during the drop and like sound effects during the drop to kind of like carry it. Because I found that like as my engineering cleans up, I find that like you have like this leftover space that you can fill out. You know, like it's kind of weird how that works, but like essentially like when you're pushing the master really hard and having the master do all the work for you as opposed to like doing a lot of the work in the mix, when you're doing heavy processing on the master, it's hard to like have layers and like perceive depth and like understanding if something's in your face or something's meant to be behind and everything, because when you're slamming something into a limiter or a clipper, it like it brings everything up in intensity at the same time. So like if you do like a heavy mix and then master a little lighter, then you have a little more control over it, which is like what I've been doing lately. Because I used to just slam limiters on the master, but I've been having a lot of fun lately, like trying to figure out the way I want to engineer and like
that Scumbag tune had one of the best mix sounds I've heard from you too. Like that was a really solid mix sound from what I
Thank
listened.
you. You said wait, you said that one or?
I really liked Scumbag's mix sound, and all I got has a really good mix sound too. But like I really noticed Scumbag's very recently.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Scumbag was the most recent one that I went in on, and like that's when I like really started figuring shit out. I feel like was with that one. I got into
Assembly lines sound really good too.
Thank
but, yeah, they're all really good, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish up assembly line. I had to rework the intro because I feel like it was one of those intros that you just write because you kind of want to play it out, you know. And I don't want to release music like that anymore. Like I want to make sure that it sounds like it was written with the intent of it being a song, not just like with the intent of skipping over the intro and playing the drop live, you know. I'm trying to do that less now.
Sick today.
What's that?
You intended to stick that intro, dude.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Yeah, assembly line was a little different though. All I got is like that was one of those ones when I just caught a vibe with the intro and just ran with it. And like some tracks just aren't like that though. Like sometimes it takes me a while to catch a vibe for the intro that I feel like really works and makes the track cohesive, you know. Sometimes it just stays as like a shitty club playable for like a month or two until I can really sort it out.
So I sent you my first attempt at like a halftime drum and bass track. It's called Halftime Boy. If you want, you can like skip to like 21 seconds in the intro. Like the intro's kind of a placeholder right now.
Gotcha.
I just want your opinion.
Gotta make it, gotta make it, gotta make it, gotta make it. Gotta make it, gotta make it, gotta make it, gotta make it. Go, go, go. Yo, gotta make it, 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 gotta make it. Go, go, go. Yo.
Yeah, that sounded super dope so far. I gotta work on some more halftime. I've been so focused on dubstep lately, just to kind of like try and let people know I'm back in a bigger way. You know?
I'd love to work on one with you. That was like kind of my first like play tester on doing that, so that would be really cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's definitely run something halftime. It's been so long, and like when I take a while away from halftime, like I write halftime with a vengeance. You know, like that's normally how it goes.
Never given it a attempt, but I really want it. It seems fun as fuck.
It is, dude. It really is, and it's so fun to like switch it up in your head because there are flows that you can use in the 170 range that don't necessarily work so well in the 140 range, and vice versa. But like, it kind of gets you thinking a different way, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, that one was like kind of impulsive. But
yeah,
it was fun.
It happens like that. Okay, so we are running up to the end here, so we're gonna send you off with a few questions that I wrote for you. I don't know if Scott, you have any on deck, but basically these are questions that we're just going to ask everybody. I kind of want to get a general consensus on it. So the first question for you, Mr. Dubz, how do you start your tracks? Like what comes first?
So lately it's kind of been like, depends, like I guess like the mindset. Like if I don't, normally I try drums and then like some drums I'll like start to drop, but and like right around the kick and like and just down the line. But lately I've kind of been doing my intros first because I've just been having a lot like with that Uncle Taco shit. You know what I mean? Just like funny like intros and shit like that.
Got to sample and run with it.
Yeah, like finding it's like sometimes I'll just be like laying it. Like when I heard that, I was like watching that show and like I saw that. I was like laying in bed. I was about to go to sleep. And I was like, I'm using that for an intro right now before I go to sleep because I'm gonna like I like got up and like wrote that intro, and then I had that intro lying around for like months, and then I just wrote it was that like drop part like 2 days ago, and just like moved the project over to that intro. Normally do the drops first, and then go to the intros. But lately I've been doing intro first, just because like I've been doing it the other way for like so long, I guess.
That's so funny because I literally just started doing that too. Like the last three projects. Three projects I started were intro first, and like I always do the drop first.
Yeah, exactly.
It is so fun though because I feel like when I do it that way, like intro first, then I don't get so caught up because like there will be times when I write the drop and then I complete it so much that like starting the intro, you're just like, I just want it to be done now. Like when the drop is done, you know? So like, it kind of feels like it gets, insincere sometimes, if that makes any sense. But like,
Yeah.
And I've been definitely appreciating the intro first more approach.
I think it also like in both your guys' cases, like I mean me too, but like I think I play around sometimes a little too much with like my style. Like I'm still trying to figure out my style, but I feel like you guys both have really good styles. And like when you write a drop, it's hard to like when you have your style solidified, it's harder to like stem from a drop to an intro versus making like a type of intro and then making your style align with that intro.
Right, right.
You know,
Yeah.
because like when you write a dubstep drop, especially particularly if it's like just like I don't know, let's say a quarter note one, if we're just being for example's sake, translating that into an intro can be really difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you just have like a stock of memes at your disposal, which we all do, so whatever. But
Yeah.
that's why you guys are intriguing me. I think I should at least try to start. There's a tune that I sent around recently that I sent you that was like I was clipping it way too hard, and I think the drop could be a little better.
Uh-huh.
So I think I'm gonna like take the intro from that and then make a really hard drop.
Yeah.
Now.
We should like Skype at some point this week, Scott, because there's a couple new things I want to show you that
Yes,
like I've been
please.
doing lately that might help, like when you're going for like the more distorted sounds.
Sweet.
Yeah, because there's some shit I've been doing lately that I've been really liking. Brandon Fitzgerald asked, "Can we get a recoil complextro track?" And I actually have one kind of.
Yeah, you do.
Extra, like in the cut right now. I've had it in the cut for a little while. I'm not sure what to do with it, but I got to re-engineer that shit. And
that one is actually kind of complextro. I would call it electro house. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of sitting in the void there. Also, shout out Dirty Snatcha for being in the chat here. That's awesome. Yeah. So, second question for Matt. Do you prefer to do most of the sound design within your synth or with post-process?
Okay, so lately, actually, I've been doing like granular synthesis lately. Like fucking, like oh my god, like I've had someone like I have another channel like yesterday. I spent the whole day doing that. Normally, I would do it all like in the synth, but lately it's all been post-processing because like I really like Ableton's grain delay and like frequency shifting and like shit like that and like resampling that and like putting it in the granulator and just like making some like fuck sounds. So like normally like in like all like the like the shit like my Minesweeper, like all the shit I do in Reason's like all in the synth. But in the shit in Serum I normally resample. But the Reason stuff's all just like raw in the synth.
Yeah. Awesome. And I do feel like Reason has this capability of getting like, especially with the grain table synthesis and like Maelstrom and everything, with getting these very unique, organic sounding textures where like the sounds sound like real things, you know, which is like really, really cool. I don't know how else to really describe it, but they just sound so like, they have so much weight to them and everything. It's so unlike other synths. I don't know what the science behind it is, but it's super cool to me. I really, really like that. So the next question is there one track in particular that you look back on and feel like it defined your sound? Like you were writing it and it was kind of like, this is what I want to do, you know? Like
I feel like all like my newer kind of like probably like my older kind of stuff. But my newer kind of stuff I try to make sound kind of different. I don't really try to have like a signature sound. Kind of more in that signature in the production more than like sound that I've been aiming for lately. Like you know,
even like structure wise, you know, even structure wise, what do you think there was one that you kind of had the aha moment with and you were like, I got it, like I understand now?
Yeah, probably like my older shit, I guess. Like when I used to use Reason a lot more than I do use it now. But my older shit, like it was like all Reason and just like writing in Ableton. But now my newer shit, like I try to make everything a little different now.
Very cool.
If I had to put it on for you though, it's like I feel like your drums and like sub bass lately has had like very good.
Those are like pretty similar.
Yeah.
but like in a good way. Like you finally like figured it out. Like
Yeah,
he's been sending me like my like
yeah,
the
your
new
drum
mix
sounds super crisp, man.
yeah.
So like, I wonder. Yeah, well, I wonder what track just like fucking made you want to shift to like ultra sub drum boy. They always have been that way, but you've really gotten like a finger on it now. I don't know. Like the
Yeah.
newer mix sounds of both their tunes have sounded like the improvements you'd make were really good.
Yeah. Yeah, super sick. All right, so last question I have is, what's one plugin that you use on every project?
Transient shaping.
What is that?
Transient shaping on the drums.
Transient shaping.
Yeah.
Cool.
Other than that, no, I don't really use anything else. I use transient shaping, serum effects on like some samples.
What transient shaper do you use?
Audio Shack, I think it's called. I don't even know.
Yeah. I have that one.
Yeah,
Stack Technologies transient shaper.
Yeah, that's
like those yellowish meters and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty banging one. I have that, and I have Native Instruments Transient Master, which is pretty good too. It has I think it has some kind of built-in limiter algorithm. So like, if you're boosting the attack of a sound over to where it would be clipping, it has this cool I don't know, it's got character to it. It's not just a standard limiting sound. It's got a cool character to it when you push that attack over.
Yeah, no, that goes on every single track.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably that goes on every single track. The transition thing. But for my bass and shit, no, I don't have any plugins that I use for them. It's all just raw.
Nice. Very cool. Brennan Fitzgerald says Neutron 2's Transient Shaper rocks. Yeah, I still only have Neutron 1, but I love the Transient Shaper and how you can shift it to multi-band and everything, kind of focus in on maybe some areas of mud that you want to kind of manipulate and everything. I want to get Neutron 2 so badly. I'm about to upgrade. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming by. Matt, thanks so much for joining us this week. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. It's nice seeing you, man. It's been too long.
Yeah,
I love the collab. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the stream or maybe haven't seen yet, Big Mac VIP by COD and Subject 31 is out now. So go check that out, stream it, put it on your Spotify playlist, play it at your mother's birthday. You know, all that good stuff. So I think we're looking to be back next week, actually. I know we had a 3-week downtime between these. We like to do it every other week, but we kind of didn't get to make things happen as we wanted to last week. So we're going to make it up with a stream next week, and we're going to be bringing our boy Robbie Infinite back on the stream. So
nice.
After that, we will have promotional stuff, and we'll set up a post for you guys to start sharing questions with us in the Facebook group. And again, the Facebook group, not to be run along sentence man, but the Facebook group is facebook.com/group/Mech-Hop Militia. So if you guys go in there, you'll be able to find out everything about our upcoming streams or new music, or even just get in touch with us there. So once again, thanks so much, COD, for being here. This was episode 63, and we will be back next week.
Mech-Hop Mondays.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.